welcome to our third session on money, how to make it, save it, and invest it. My name is Pamela Tuyatunga Kananura, and happy to be with you here once again. In my last video, I shared about a transaction that I carried out that was going to get me an income of around $300 per month for the next 20 years, and my inbox has been literally filling up with inquiries from people on if this is possible to be replicated by someone else or how it actually works. So I thought I would come and explain or elaborate further on this transaction. So we all know that governments need money to supplement their budgets, apart from the money which is collected from taxpayers. So then that's where they come to individuals or entities to get funds, and then they pay back interest. So for the case of Uganda, we have two instruments which government gives through Bank of Uganda, that is the treasury bill and a treasury bond. The treasury bill is a short-term investment, usually of either 3 months or 6 months or 12 months, that you then take out, and then you get your interest at the end of the period. And for the treasury bond, this is a longer term investment which takes between, you can invest for either 2 years or 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and of recent we have the introduced 20-year bond. So how the longer term bonds work is that you get a coupon payment every 6 months into your account, and the rest of the money will come back after the selected period or tenor that one will have picked. And so who can then invest or make this investment? Anyone that has a bank account, either as an individual or an entity, is eligible to invest with government, and the minimum amount you then deposit is 100,000 Ugandan shillings. So you go to your banker and ask them to open for you a CSD account, or Central Securities Depository account, which usually takes a day or two to be ready, and then you fill in an application or purchase form, and then you start investing. So step 1, open a CSD account. Step 2, put in the money for investing, and then you invest. So what I've found interesting about government securities is that they act as collateral for borrowing in the bank, because it's long term. So then once you get your certificate of deposit or CD, you bring it to your banker, then they'll look at how much you're going to be earning and for how long, and then they divide the coupon payment into 6 equal installments, which makes your pseudo income per month that you then use to be paying. So that whole back is put in an escrow account, and it will be from there that the monthly payments for that will come out from. So you can have, that's one of the advantages, that you can borrow against it. It's collateral. So if you have a running bond or you have a term deposit with the bank, you don't have to break it down in case of anything or any eventuality. You can just borrow against it, and then you meet your need. The other advantage for government securities is that it allows you to grow your asset book. So for example, if I have a 4 billion treasury bond running for 20 years, what I'll then do is go to the bank and ask them to use part of my coupon payment and lend me money. Let's say I borrow 3 billion payable in 5 years, so then I'll send the 3 billion back. So now that gives me 7 billion after that 5 years. Then I can repeat that transaction, and by the time the bond matures in 20 years, I've maybe had like 20 or so billions under my name. And what that does for me or for whoever carries out such a transaction is that it gives you income, steady income for the time after retirement, because It comes after every 6 months, and you can plan for that, and you can live on that for the rest of your life, and leave the bulk for your family or loved ones. The Bible says that a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children and his children's children. So be wise, prepare and plan for your loved ones. The other advantage that we have from cash secured facilities or government securities is that it acts as a hedge, or gives you allows you to invest in more riskier investments. So for example, if someone has heard about blockchain technologies and you want to try that and see how it works, or venture into properties, real estate. Let's say, for example, someone wants to buy land of 400 million. So what you do is get that 400 million, take it to the bank, get a certificate of how much you're going to be earning, and then use that to borrow against your 400, go buy your land, so that at the end of that period, you have both your money in the bank and then the land, which has been actually proving or getting value at this point. So that's one way that you can grow your assets. And the other one is, which I find very comforting, is that it's a risk-free venture. Government securities or term deposits are considered risk-free, almost up to 100%, because it's backed by the government, in that you're not investing with the current president but the government of Uganda. So should there be a change in power and someone else takes over, then they will endeavor to take care of your investments. People's deposits are safe. So that's one advantage that I find comfortable, that you don't have to do much. You just put your investment there and you lie back and wait for your interest. And so once you've done your first transaction, then you need to know what else happens. Then maybe you look at the different tenors. Maybe one is running currently at a discount, meaning you put in less but you get a higher value. One could be at par, it could be at a premium, now like the 20-year bond, because it's been running for a while. Buying into it now, you're going to pay more money to get a value or that you want. But then you start learning the terms, how it works, and then you can make informed decisions with your investments. So I thought I would clarify more on how individuals and entities can utilize this to grow their income, assets, or find different income streams. And looking forward to seeing the next video. If you like what you heard, if you want to not miss any of these videos, remember to click the subscribe button and like, so that I know that you're actually there listening. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.